My name is Eric Sangel, and I'm going to be talking to you about the book East of Eden. So, East of Eden was created by John Steinbeck in his later years, and he kind of wanted the book to be like his grand finale. He basically makes a book about multiple generations, and he kind of really strongly ties it to the story of Cain and Abel. And he does this to kind of introduce the different sides of good and evil, which he refers strongly back to throughout the novel. And he kind of has them battle it out with multiple characters. And the way he does this is he labels every character that starts with the letter A as a good character, and then he makes all the characters that start with the letter C a bad character. One of the main families that show this is Adam's family. Adam has a wife named Kathy and then two sons, Cal and Aaron. And Kathy was created by Steinbeck basically to just embody evil, and she leaves Adam kind of just a broken shell of a man. And later throughout the book, Cal finds out that Kathy is his mother, and he sees her evil, and then he kind of feels it inside of himself. Kind of feels like the lack of empathy and lack of emotion that he has, and he just has a lot of inside like turmoil, and he's really confused and struggling. But then the idea of Timshel is introduced, and Timshel basically is the definition of thou mayest when talking about overcoming sin. As opposed to the other definitions, they thought God ordered people to overcome sin, and in another one they thought God promised they'd overcome sin. But after researching, Adam and his servant Lee found out that the real definition is thou mayest. So it kind of represents a choice that people have to overcome sin or not. And we really see this throughout the novel as Cal, even though Steinbeck kind of created him to be an evil character, because you can see as his name starts with the letter C, and he's the son of Kathy, and you can see her evil nature inside of him. You can see how he overcomes it and is able to become like a good character throughout the book. And this is also seen with Adam, as he's really neglectful and like pretty even kind of abusive towards his children, but then he decides to change his nature and become more of a good person. He becomes a good father and more caring to his sons. And lastly, this is also seen with Aaron, as he starts out as a really good character. He's very nice and sweet to other people, but he finds out about his mother and her evil nature, and he kind of can't take it and decides to kill himself. So this relates to high schoolers because just like Cal, people in high school are often faced with decisions on whether or not they want to make a decision to overcome sin or let it consume them. So it just kind of serves as a reminder to keep themselves in check and not do anything irreversible. And so the book also shows that people can change their life for the worse, maybe, if they're not careful. So they should just be wary of the decisions they make. And you can even take it further because people are like Cal were able to overcome sin and do all of that. So it kind of shows you the potential of like people and humanity. So it can just kind of give high schoolers hope, like just they're able to do so much, and at a time where they're making decisions and stuff, you can just have it as an inspiration. As a person, you're able to do so much. Steinbeck took this even further, as he showed how Timshel also represented man's free will and potential to accomplish anything. This relates to high schoolers because it helps inspire them so that they know that they can accomplish anything they set their mind to and be whoever they want to be. Thank you.